it's not that. It's that they changed it. And they parted with canon. They retconned everything. That's all I'm saying.
We had controversy this morning.
How did we get here?
We were talking about controversy.
Oh, okay.
And our controversy was in that story that I told you about that restaurant who says, hey, if you have a vasectomy, you can come in and get a free shake. And it was called Snip for a Shake. You had a very good question.
Oh, before we get on the air, which is what kind of proof are they requiring? Is it a medical record? Is it your word? Do you swear under oath? Do you have to show a scar?
And
how recently do you have to have undergone the vasectomy?
And who's the person that, if you have to show a scar, who is the scar prover person?
I don't know. This is a whole other problem. How do you know that it's a vasectomy scar and not a mountain biking accident?
Oh, great point.
Wow. Can we get somebody from this place on for an interview, possibly?
It's called Daddy.
Hey, Misty.
Yes.
See if you can get the information for this restaurant that's giving free milkshakes for vasectomy. See if you can get somebody to come on for a couple of minutes sometime during the show and explain precisely how it works.
Okay, I'll work on that.
Oh, thank you. Now, I can't tell if she's really going to work on that or if she's being sarcastic. In any event, good morning, Jen.
Good morning, Wayne.
Good morning, Misty.
Good morning, Wayne.
You don't really want to be written up for insubordination, do you?
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Tyler.
Good morning, Wayne.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Let's get some news from Jennifer Jones-Lee, and then, now I'm ready. Now I'm all set. It was, you know what it was this morning? Handle on the news is a cold, cold pond. And I had to go in slowly and acclimate myself. Put some of it on my wrists, some of it on the back of my neck. Can't plunge right in this morning. I'm not a polar bear. This is KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeart app. Here's Jennifer Jones-Lee live from the 24-hour KFI News room. Hit it again.
President Biden said to meet virtually with state governors today to discuss efforts to protect access to reproductive health care. A number of health care practices around the U.S. report a surge in men scheduling vasectomies. Story. News you can use to get a shake. Since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade a week ago, and the steady rise in mortgage rates has finally paused, Freddie Mac says the 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is averaging 5.7% for the week ending Thursday. From the Driveway.com Weather Center, it's mostly sunny today with highs from around 70 at the beaches to the low 90s inland. This report is brought to you by GimmeTheVin.com. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places. Actually, in this case, it's let's stay places, like the 15.
That's a truth, Jen. It's in Temescal to drive right now in Corona through the Temescal Valley area. South on side of the 15 in Temescal Canyon Road. All southbound lanes still shut down. That's due to an ongoing fatality crash investigation. You drive packed and tight 15 southbound from before Cajalco as you make way towards Temescal Canyon. Northbound 15 going to be a mess from Indian Truck Trail back towards Temescal Canyon. Plans for Ontario Avenue, which does become Temescal Canyon Road as your alternate to the 15, will definitely help save you a bit of time this morning. Pretty much for the most part, that's going to be your frontage road to the 15. KFI in the Sky helps get you there faster. I'm Nick Poliokini.
If your business has 5 or more employees and you manage to survive COVID, you're eligible to receive a payroll tax rebate of $26,000 per employee. And this is not a loan. It's yours. The challenge is getting your hands on it. How do you cut through the red tape? How does your business get the money? Go to getrefunds.com. They're specialists in this little-known payroll tax refund program, and they do all the work. No charge up front. They share a percentage of the cash they get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those who took PPP money, nonprofits, even those that had increases in sales. They got my business a 6-figure refund, and their average client gets $250,000 back. Go to getrefunds.com, click on the Qualify Me button, answer a few questions, they do the rest. GetRefunds.com, GetRefunds.com.
I've never seen a used car market this high, but when she drops off, she's going to drop off hot and fast. So if you want to sell your ride, I'd do it now. Grab it while you can.
Sell up your car. GetRefunds.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
This report is sponsored by Whole Foods Market. Save on ribs for your summer celebrations at Whole Foods Market. Get pork baby back ribs for $6.99 a pound through July 5th, while supplies last. Plus, Prime members get an extra 10% off. See more on the Whole Foods Market app.
Owen Patterson and Owen has recovered over $10 billion for accident victims. Injury cases require lawyers with expertise and experience who can get results. Owen Patterson and Owen is that firm. Call 888-OPO-WIN. Only do. OPOLaw.com.
Celebrate Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel's 36th anniversary this July. Play for chances to win a new BMW i4 electric vehicle, hundreds of thousands in cash, and free play. Love a good competition? Yamava is home to monthly blackjack tournaments where big money prizes are up for grabs. Stay local, stay cool, and stay winning at Yamava Resort and Casino. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21. Please gamble responsibly.
At Stater Brothers, we know home is more than just a place. It's where we can be ourselves, to enjoy family time or me time. That's why bringing joy to your home is at the heart of everything we do. Stater Brothers, fresh, affordable, community first.
Kfi Am 640. More stimulating talk.
Kfi Am 640 live everywhere on the iHeart app. It is the Bill Handel Show. Bill on vacation. I would not approve of the tomfoolery that has been going on so far this morning on the show. But that's all right. Let's be professional now, because it is time for Handle on the News, brought to you by the Lemon Law experts at Knight Law Group. Think your car might be a lemon? Call 844-43-LEMON. Here we go. Jennifer Jones-Lee and me, lead story.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Oh, in L.A. County, the minimum wage is now $16, but wait, there's more. And 4 cents. Woo! Up from $15 an hour. And in unincorporated parts of the county, the minimum wage goes to $15.96. Oh, that sucks if you're not in a city.
Yeah.
That's the way it works.
Yeah, what it sounds like.
Why do you get dinged 8 cents an hour because you work not in an incorporated city?
I don't feel you should.
Anyway, there you go. Because now our minimum wage is pegged to cost of living, and if you're working minimum wage, you just got a little bit of a raise.
I was just talking to Nikki, editor Nikki, in the newsroom. She is headed to LAX after the show this morning, where it's expected to be the second busiest U.S. airport over the 4th of July. They say that they'll see about 500,000 passengers that started departing yesterday and will depart through Monday. Delays and cancellations are expected to continue. And LAX, like I said, will be the second around the world. It'll be the second busiest around the world, U.S., over the 4th of July weekend. And here's my only thing is, does it say which one is number one? Am I missing this?
It's probably Atlanta.
Atlanta, right? Okay.
I'm going to guess it's Atlanta, so who's slacking that we're number 2?
Well, I'm happy to be
This is
number
an
2 in this
embarrassment.
case. Because I have to tell you what happened. Last time I was at the Atlanta airport, the people who we had pre-check were in the quote-unquote fast line. It took 45 minutes to get through security. Regular security took almost 2 hours for people to get through. So people were missing their flight. People were crying. This was just on a regular, I think we left on like a Saturday. It wasn't even a Sunday or a holiday weekend or anything like that. It was awful. So now that you know that the flight delays are there and all of that, I'm just saying I would get there super, super early. Super
Although
early.
what we don't know, I don't think we know yet, is how's the staffing at the security checkpoints. Are all the lanes open? Are they short of staff? Because if you have enough staffing, you can get even a big crowd through quickly. Do you remember when in Atlanta when it was taking so god-awfully long? Do you remember if they had every lane open or if there were a lot of lanes that weren't available?
It was, yeah, now that I think about it, they probably only had about 60% of lanes open.
That's
but
part of it.
it
yeah.
was just,
Oh, man.
and staffing is an issue across the board. It's not just the pilots. It's the staffing at the airlines, the different airlines. I just saw one the other day for Southwest hiring, and, there was a big commercial about how great it is to be a Southwest employee. I mean, there's a push to get more people into the airline business, whether it be on the TSA and security side or actually in the air. But I'm a little nervous.
It's a good development. It is a good development in LA because we have so many aspiring actors and everything.
Yeah.
I hear that on the planes now, because they're short of staff, at the beginning of the flight, they're going to pick one passenger to do the pre-flight safety presentation.
Could you be the lucky one and audition right there?
Mm-hmm. Well, it has been a year since that massive explosion of fireworks in South Los Angeles when the LAPD botched their bomb squad attempt to dispose of that, and lots of people there still have not been made whole, and they want, it's not even so much that they want more. They would like the stuff they were told they would get, which hasn't even happened for a lot of them. But now there's also a controversy that has to do with, some of the homeowners are saying that the city has not offered to cover structural damage to their homes.
That
Only
seems
like
odd.
contents and minor repairs, windows and things. But the city claims, oh, yes, we are. That is part of what we're willing to do. So I don't, that's a bad sign when one side is accusing the other side and the other side is saying, no, they're lying. But it's a long, here's the problem. There were so many houses that were damaged. And they've got, I think, over 400 claims arising from that incident. And they've settled close to 100, according to KTLA.
Okay. LA County's public health director says there's been an increase in the number of people with COVID-19 that need to be admitted to the hospital. So because of that, she says this increases the chance of the indoor mask mandate going back into effect by the end of this month.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
I saw a lot of workplaces, too, were just on their own. I read an article, I think it was LA Times last night, that said that a lot of people are just nervous or that they're having outbreaks at work, and they're doing their own mask mandate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so a guy who got monkeypox has written a piece for BuzzFeed, and it's called I Have Monkeypox. Here's what it's like and what you should know, and I will do the same brief summary that he did. So I'm quoting him. This sucks and you don't want it. Matt Ford, 30 years old, has gone public with his story. He's an actor. Maybe he'll be doing a pre-flight safety presentation. Well, no, not with monkeypox, he won't. He splits his time between West Hollywood and New York, and he has come forward to tell his story. Okay. Hey, there are more than 300 confirmed cases of monkeypox.
I think Orange County.
Monkeypox, I'm not. Are you afraid of monkeypox?
No.
Do you think there's some appreciable chance you will get monkeypox?
No.
Because aren't they saying this is not an airborne?
No, this is you have to be
This is a direct contact with someone's body or their clothing or something like that.
Yeah.
So that's fantastic for somebody who doesn't like people and doesn't touch people ever. Who am I thinking of?
I don't know. California has a new law designed to cut down on those single-use plastics and packaging. Now, here's the deal. So it calls for a 25% reduction in single-use plastics by 2032. Then, so by 2028, at least 30% of plastic items sold, distributed, or imported into California have to be recyclable. That percentage goes up to 65 by 2032.
And this was the compromise that was put into place to avoid putting a bill on the ballot, an initiative on the ballot that we would vote on that the plastics industry definitely didn't want.
Yeah.
This is the compromise. There's an easiest way. People are talking about it's so hard to recycle things. It's the easiest thing in the world to recycle, say, a plastic spoon.
Yeah.
Use it again.
Oh, way to go.
I know everybody's like that.
Fine.
All right, hey, ABC legal analyst Royal Oaks is coming on at 8 o'clock, so we're going to talk more about this, but and we kind of talked about it briefly yesterday because it happened yesterday. Supreme Court sides with the Biden administration, allowing them to end the Trump-era Remain in Mexico policy. People who show up looking for asylum now will be able to come into the country while they, litigate, not really litigating, while they go through the process of whether being granted or denied asylum. And it was a weird decision because you had the three liberal justices. I just use the same phraseology as the rest of the media because it's too hard every time to go, look, technically, the three liberal justices, and then you had Chief Judge Roberts, who's always been a swing voter guy on the court. And Kavanaugh was like, you know what? I need a break from Thomas and Alito and Gorsuch and Barrett. I need a break. I'm going to go hang with you guys on this one.
I have a question from yesterday.
All right. Mm-hmm.
When Justice Breyer retired and officially passed the baton to Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, the opinions that came down yesterday, was Breyer part of those opinions?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because he heard the issues during the term, and he would have been involved in the discussions and everything. That's correct.
She now will.
He starts next term.
Next. Okay, got it. All right.
Yeah. I mean, and if Breyer had retired earlier and she had been sworn in before they were done hearing the cases this term, she could have heard some cases this term. It's just that she gets sworn in and they're done.
9 chances out of 10, though, it wouldn't have mattered because she has essentially the same politics as Brian. Or, that's not right to say.
What's
a
wrong
liberal
with you?
judge.
They don't have politics. There's no politics.
That was part of the oath.
In the Supreme Court. Oh, man. Can I just tell you something?
Yeah.
Wait till we get to... Hold on. Where is it? Oh, wait till we get to 8:20 today. You want to try to make the case there's no politics in the Supreme Court? Prepare to have your eyes opened. All right, let's get news from you, Jennifer Jones-Lee. Do I have permission to toss to you?
Yes, sir, you do.
Thank you. We will continue handle on the news after some news from Jennifer Jones-Lee's KFI AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeart app, and she is live from the 24-hour KFI newsroom.
Hey, this is not in my newscast, but I was just on FlightAware.com, and today already, 13,202 flights have been delayed. Total delays within, into, or out of the U.S. today are 885, so the total cancellations around the world, 1,955 as of right now, according to FlightAware.com. You can go on there, by the way, and see if your flight has been canceled or delayed. Lancaster and Palmdale are trying to put together a 4th of July celebration after the fireworks vendor they used was raided by the state fire marshal. La Puente and Linwood also used the same vendor, but have decided not to host a patriotic laser show instead. Or they have decided to, I'm sorry. The vendor Expo Show says the investigation by the fire marshal was an overreaction. News is brought to you by Water Heaters Only. LA has passed an emergency law temporarily banning new trucking operations in neighborhoods near the port. People who live in Wilmington and Harbor City have complained trucking companies are idling on the streets, creating traffic and noise for air quality problems. The emergency law will go into effect for at least 45 days. The former president and CEO of the Anaheim Chamber of Commerce is expected to plead guilty this morning to wire fraud. Todd Ament laundered money through the chamber to help buy a home in the San Bernardino Mountains. He also has agreed to pay almost $250,000 in back taxes as part of his plea deal. Pasadena once again has control over 50 acres of land the state took to extend the 710 freeway. Pasadena Mayor Victor Gordo says having the land is an opportunity to heal what's been a wound to the city.
It has been very frustrating to me as mayor and to generations of Pasadenans to see this piece of land cut through our city.
Officials say they are brainstorming what to do with the land. State officials approving returning the property to the city on Wednesday. NASA says a new crater on the moon was caused by a mystery rocket.
The space agency says astronomers discovered a rocket body heading for the moon late last year. An impact occurred March 4th. NASA's lunar orbiter spotted the crash site shortly afterwards, and new images of the site show a double crater over 90 feet wide. NASA says two large masses at each end of the rocket may have caused the craters. They add, however, the origin of the rocket body remains uncertain. As of yet, no space-exploring nation has claimed responsibility for the rocket. Mark Ryan, KFI News.
I know I'd go from right to reserve.
4 casinos in Atlantic City have reached a last-minute agreement on a new contract with the city's main union. The deal made yesterday means the Borgata, Caesars, Harrah's, and Tropicana avoid a worker strike on the 4th of July weekend. Oy. A strike deadline for Hard Rock Casino still remains for Sunday. SoCal weather from KFI. Looks like it's going to be a mostly sunny day ahead with highs 70 at the beaches, upper 70s, right around 80 for Metro LA and OC. Upper 80s, low 90s for the Inland Empire and the valleys, and those inland highs should all be in the 80s, though, by Sunday and your 4th of July Monday. Jeff Ball, good morning to you. Let's get a look at this drive. Start with the 405.
You betcha. Good morning, Ken, and boy, it's sort of a long and busy weekend. Everybody's on the road here. Just in case you've been listening at home for a while and you had to make this northbound 405 drive across the San Fernando Valley, fear not, all lanes are open. At Burbank Boulevard, it was only 2 right for a long time. All lanes are open. Now, southbound is really busy heading towards LAX. LAX is off the chart busy. I'm sure you were thrilled listening to Jen and the headlines all the cancellations if you're sitting on the water level. So again, LAX, give yourself plenty of time. Temescal Valley has been in big trouble. South 15 and Temescal, all lanes are shut down. They'll take you off the freeway. There's a fatality investigation. Temescal Canyon itself, approaching the closure, is jammed. It's backed up through Cajalco, going through Cajalco right now. Might want to consider the 215. I don't know if it'll work for you, but it's about the only way around this, that's for sure. And then the Cajon Pass, North 15 and Oak Hill has been everybody's trying to escape to Vegas. There's been a problem there for a while. I'll check on that and follow up on all this stuff for you. Stay with us. It's going to be a busy morning. Jeff Ball, KFI in the sky.
Not everyone can achieve the results like a law firm that's successfully been in business for 44 years, recovering over $10 billion for accident victims. I'm Susan Owen, mother of 6, wife of 23 years, and managing partner of personal injury law firm Owen, Patterson & Owen. If you or a loved one has been injured, call 888-OPO-WINS, and we do, 888-OPO-WINS or OPOLaw.com.
Dell's Black Friday and July sale is here with up to 45% off top-rated laptops and desktops for business with Intel Core processors. Plus save on monitors and accessories, all with free shipping. Special financing available with Dell Business Credit. Upgrade today by calling 877-ASK-DELL.
Save on juicy summer berries at Whole Foods Market. Get 16-ounce organic strawberries, 2 for $6 through July 5th. Plus an extra 10% off for Prime members while supplies last. Promotion varies by location type. See terms and exclusions on our app.
Adjusting thermostats, signing up for eco-friendly rebates, all to create a clean energy California. And thanks to programs and incentives from SCE, we all have the power to ensure a clean energy future. Visit SCE.com/clean energy to learn more.
Time to get yourself over to Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Get that car running right.
This 15-minute oil change is one of the simplest ways to keep your car healthy.
It's quick, it's easy, it's convenient. I love it because I just stay in my car. There's no waiting room, no appointments.
Go to SoCalOilChange.com for coupons and locations. Not only are they going to do the oil change, they have lights, battery checks, brake lights, turn signals, you name it.
And I love it because they don't hard sell me. Check them out. Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Go to SoCalOilChange.com.
If you get hurt in an accident, choose the law firm with the experience to win. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
For official rules and more information about contests on this station, go to KFIAM640.com/rules.
KFI AM 640.
The news, what it means, why it matters.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeart app. This is the Bill Handel Show, and he is on vacation, and we are doing Handel on the News, Jennifer Jones, Lee, and me.
President Biden said that he would support changing the Senate filibuster rules so that he can make an exception for legislation that would ensure the privacy rights and access to an abortion. So he's calling the Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade destabilizing. And he got a lot of pressure from Democrats on this one to do something about it. What could he do kind of thing. And he said, if the filibuster gets in the way, it's like voting rights. It should be we provide an exception for this. Right to privacy, not just abortion rights, but yes, abortion rights.
How to get rid of a freaking filibuster? This is stupid. I'm on his side about the issue of abortion rights, but now we're going to start, there's a particular issue. We don't have enough votes to be able to get it, so let's get rid of it. By the way, how's he going to get everybody to agree in the Senate, which is evenly divided, to get rid of the filibuster for one thing? Does nobody sit down? Does nobody smart sit down with him and say, here are some paths that are legitimate, and these ideas over here are stupid. Let's stay away from the stupid ones, please. Not to mention the ones, this idea has the twin sins of being stupid, and also it has a massive, it'll come back and bite you in the ass quality too. Yeah. Right? Because if when another side's in power, then, we want to do something terrible that you hate. We're going to get rid of the filibuster for that. Now what? Pretty soon, it'll be, the spreadsheet will be, what are the issues where there still is a filibuster? The only thing you can filibuster 20 years from now will be a change to the cost of living calculation for the railroad retirement benefit payments. That's the only one. Okay, doctors are reporting what a bad choice of words for this headline. Doctors are, guys, hold on to your situations. Doctors see a spike in vasectomies. No, I don't want the word spike anywhere near the word vasectomy, thank you very much. But in the days leading up to and after the Supreme Court decision overturning Roe v. Wade, urologists are reporting a massive increase in inquiries about and obtaining of vasectomies. That's what it took for dudes to take some responsibility.
Yeah, I kind of found this interesting, and I wonder, here's what I wonder. Is it guys taking responsibility, or is it women pushing their partners to get the vasectomy? Or maybe it's a combination of both.
I think it's this. I have the goodness possible view of it. Okay. These are all guys who, up until now, have been like, if I get a lady pregnant, she'll get an abortion. Oh, she might not be able to. I guess I don't want those child care payments or whatever, child support payments. I better do it now. That's what I think, and you know what? And I'm 100% abortion rights. There's some truth to the complaint that some people use abortion as birth control. But where I disagree is that charge is levied almost exclusively at women, when I think it's dudes who largely think about abortion as the fallback in case something happens. And that's why now those dudes are like, I guess I have to. Because that's a very guy thing. A very guy thing is, I don't want to get anybody pregnant, I don't want to be a father, but nobody's touching my situation. I'm still going to be intact and zero. I still want to emit sperm into the world.
Oh boy.
But I don't want to be a father. But luckily, I can have it all. I can have my cake and eat it too, because she'll just get an abortion. That's a big attitude with a lot of guys. She'll just get an abortion.
Wow.
And then the fights that happen, you won't get an abortion? You're betraying me.
How dare you not know what is in my mind?
Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. All the ladies are nodding their head up and down.
Maybe that means that people should have a conversation. You know, if they have a serious partner, you might want to.
What, you're in a relationship and you're going to communicate freely and openly about it?
I know.
Nobody does that. You're living in a Nicholas Sparks. You're living in a movie based on a novel by Nicholas Sparks. That's where you're living.
All right, a judge says that law in Florida for the 15-week abortion is unconstitutional, and he says he's going to block it today. So this was a Second Judicial Circuit Court judge who said he would issue a temporary statewide injunction that would go into effect once he signs the order. And a lot of people say this is a short-term victory for abortion rights advocates in Florida, especially after Roe v. Wade. And so we'll see not see, but this will go into effect. I'll let you know if I see it come across the wire here at any point this morning. But Governor Ron DeSantis has signed this new abortion restriction into law in late April. So it took, 2 months? No.
Yes.
That's 2.5 months?
Did he check the state's constitution? See, this is now going to be the next battleground. In all the states that are banning abortion, you're going to see the lawsuits that say, okay, we understand Roe v. Wade is gone. This state's constitution, though, you got to look at that now, and we say in there should be a right to an abortion, and you're going to have judges who agree. And here's the interesting thing about that. That ends with the state Supreme Court.
Good point.
So it'll be interesting to see in some of these states if they go, oh my God, who wrote this Constitution? People in the legislators in Mississippi, who wrote this Constitution? All these judges are saying that under our Constitution you have a right. Then they're going to want to change the Constitution.
Absolutely.
All righty. Okay, finally, the FCC has closed a loophole. I hate that. It's not a loophole. I'll explain what's going on. The FCC says it's called a loophole that resulted in people still getting robocalls, even though you're not supposed to get any robocalls. And they have that wonderful technology, STIR/shaken, which is an acronym. I forgot what it stands for. Too many letters for me to remember.
It means don't get a robocall.
Yeah, it means robocalls can't go through, basically. However, the loophole that they're talking about is that this requirement did not apply to cellular carriers with 100,000 or fewer customers. This allows robocallers to route their robocalls over the networks of these carriers who don't have to use the blocking technology. They have closed the loophole, except, guess what? It's not a loophole if it's the rule. Loophole implies you're cheating a little bit. But you're not cheating, you're following the rule. It's FCC's fault. But I guess they're saying no more. So is that the end of all robocalls? How will I know when my car warranty's expiring, though?
And what about that free cruise I won?
Well, see, I think a lot of these calls were a public service, just keeping people appraised of automotive requirements and the opportunity for free leisure travel. All right, let's get some news from Jennifer Jones-Lee, and we'll finish up Handle on the News right here on KFI AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeart app. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll say her name again. Jennifer Jones-Lee, live from the 24-hour KFI newsroom.
Officials in Ukraine say 17 people were killed when Russian missiles hit a resort and an apartment building near the port city of Odessa. The FDA wants vaccine makers to update COVID boosters to fight the latest Omicron virus. And 1 in 10 Army National Guard soldiers are still not vaccinated for COVID-19 past the official deadline. So defense officials now say a tenth of the over 300,000 soldiers are still unvaccinated, and those who remain that way past the midnight deadline are facing financial penalties or expulsion. From the Driveway.com Weather Center, we've got a mostly sunny Friday with highs from around 70 at the beaches to the low 90s inland. This report is brought to you by Cal Recycle. From the Southern California Toyota Dealers Traffic Center, let's go places like the 15. That's been horrible this morning, Jeff Baugh.
Yeah, we're getting slightly better. First, I want to just give you there's quite a marine there from downtown Los Angeles, Southern Basin, so I'll watch that for you. But yesterday, good news. Now, right after our last report here, we got word that the drive to the Temescal Valley, South 15 at Temescal, all lanes have been reopened. That was a terrible, terrible crash involving a fatality as a result of the crash. So all lanes have been open. It's still real slow coming away from Tahoe, but I hang in there. The alternative, I was told about the 215 maybe. If that does work for you, it's still fine, but it'll take a while for the 15. Also, getting into Orange County, South 15, you overlanded, there was a problem there coming off the hill. Still a little slow from the top of the hill. And looking at something now, we're up at the Hollywood Freeway, north 101 at Vermont. Looks like Caltrain's working barely to the right shoulder. Just be careful going through. There's people down there. Watch. Jeff Barr, KFI in the sky.
Californians are recycling smarter to help save our planet. Empty your recycling and let it dry to make sure it gets recycled. For more tips on proper recycling, visit iRecycleSmart.com. Do your part. Recycle smart.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey, DQ fans, there's a new drumstick on the block. That's right, meet the July Blizzard Treats of the Month. The new caramel drumstick with Peanuts Blizzard Treats and the drumstick with Peanuts Blizzard Treats. Try both today, only at DQ. Happy, taste good.
Mark your calendars. The Los Angeles Times brings you Eat, See, Hear, presented by Showtime. LA's traveling outdoor cinema series features delicious eats from local food trucks and live music performances. It's fun for the whole family. For dates and details, visit eatseehere.com.
Are you thinking about selling your home? Before you list, call Revive. Revive will show you how to flip your own home so it sells faster for more and nets way more profit. Revive fronts the cost and guarantees the results. Go to iloverevive.com, iloverevive.com.
The absolute worst time to find out you've got an AC problem is when the weather outside is scorching, your family is sweating, and the damn thing won't turn on. This is Leland Smith from Service Champions Plumbing, Heating, and AC. Don't get caught off guard by AC problems. Call us to schedule a precision tune-up and professional cleaning right now. It only takes 90 minutes and costs just $88. The we will keep your air conditioning running reliable and strong all season long. If we discover problems that need attention, we'll take care of them now. The Service Champions tune-up will also allow your system to last longer, keep your home more comfortable, and lower your energy bills. So call right now and get our precision tune-up and professional cleaning for just $88. Call Service Champions at 833-777-7777 or online at servicechampions.com.
Service Champions Plumbing, Heating, AC, and guaranteed for free.
I'm Roger Waters, and this is not a drill.
This is the real deal. Pink Floyd's Roger Waters' This Is Not a Drill North American Tour rolls across the U.S.
How would you like to join me on tour?
Here's your chance to win a VIP trip for two to Las Vegas to see Roger Waters live in concert, first-class airfare, front-row tickets, and more from AEG.
Wow.
Text the nationwide keyword, Roger, to 200-200. You'll get a confirmation text and info. Standard data and message rates apply in this nationwide contest. That's Roger to 200-200.
Campbell's Soup came out with scented candles.
Makes you hungry.
Yeah.
I can't
And then
have
what are you going to do? Eat the candle? Instead of $24 for like $2, get yourself a can of soup and then eat it. The house will smell like it and everybody will be full and warm.
The Fork Report with Neil Saavedra.
Tomorrow afternoon at 2.
On KFI AM 640.
More stimulating talk.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeart app. It's the Bill Handel Show, and he is on vacation, but we are finishing up Handel on the News. Jennifer Jones-Lee and